far cúne, like far smuintach about here, you know, agus bhí is a good agus to ag play leis like gur, you know, gur good in the specialty.
Decent roll, Corcoran.
He had the strength and the skill. You'd have to say an unbelievably fair player and a great ambassador for the game.
The fact that he wasn't fazed by people or by occasions or anything like that.
Kinrocht úntaach a bheith. Bhí sé in ann lads eile thuairt in éineacht leis.
Bhrú Brian Corcoran 3-1 ile éireann le Corca agus ba iomaní na bliana faoi ró. Thosa sé an 1988 agus chuig bliana déag éireann minúr an chundé a Gael Kilchunne a gluifi canis na héireann.
Being that young and making a minor team, but he was as strong as an 18-year-old at that stage.
Na scéalta go léir a chúla mé, de bhí siad fear, bhí sé go húntaach an lá sin.
Kilkenny were big rivals throughout my career. You know, I played in, we'll say, 4 minor hurling championships and got to 2 finals and lost the 2 finals to Kilkenny.
Ní bhar sé blaise go chluifi canis na héireann na bhróchaint go dtí 19 híon agus é leis na peileadóirí minúr.
He was more noted as a hurler, as an underage player, but he was a very good footballer. And he was full back in that team, and he was the outstanding player.
One of my best memories in my career, winning that day. We had a great team spirit and a great bunch of lads, and that was huge elation after that game because I played 4 championships, 3 football championships, and so after 7 attempts, if that was my last attempt.
In 1992, hoid Brian came an áirdeach a fada le fuirin sin omán na Chorca, agus an chéad dúchlan a bhí rive, omán na bliana, Pat Fox hebrodárin i warcail, ag gluifi le cheannis na mún.
Curiously, young Brian Corcoran has gone across to mark the dangerous Pat Fox.
Bhí an méid Brian Corcoran ag an omson mar ó bheith mart le Corkís na minúr fé fé héin le na club ar an zónas mar sin there. So, bhí an ag daoine ar Brian Corcoran, bud a gcónaí riamh bheith daoine rá consaróig leis i gcuine Fox.
Until an hour before the match, I thought I was going to be marking Nicky English because he was in the other corner. And the canon, he asked me would I go over and mark Pat Fox. The way I saw it was either Nicky English or Pat Fox. 2 fantastic players, so either way it was going to be a tough day.
Up to John Lahey, towards Fox, again Corcoran winning the second ball that comes between them, on to Colombo.
He would have been the role model attacking cornerback. He had the skill level to be able to burst out, take it in stride and clear it.
Brian Corcoran once again, taking it under pressure.
Bhíonn sé job ar Fox an lá sin.
Brian Corcoran.
Bhí sé sin thar ball agus festas ag an omson gur hé tá imród an scógaing an son.
And has he got the distance, the length? He has, magnificently over the bar. Paul Casey ready to cut this one in from scoring a point at the 1990 match from a free, and that's gone in. They advance to the final in 4 weeks' time.
Bhín buaigh Corca ar líneach agus an dún salar thug sé Gael Kilchunne ag gluifi canis na héireann. An job a bhí ag Brian, Eamon Morrissey a stoppa.
Eamon was unusual for a corner forward, that he was a big, strong guy.
Bhí mé ag féachann go dlú ar an cuimhlint idir an Bertacha, agus chun na fearing a rá an 110 litre a tháinig suas do bhuaigh Corcoran é.
Morrissey here against Brian Corcoran. Again a good block down by Corcoran. Morrissey getting there a couple of yards ahead of Brian Corcoran. Blocked again. Towards the left-hand side, and has it gone over?
We were probably favourites going into the game, but shortly before half-time, and DJ Carey scored a penalty, and I think that was the turning point in the game. Kilkenny just pulled away that little bit, and they got a couple of goals in the second half that kind of gave them some daylight. My lasting memory of that game was Adrian Ronan scored a point from way over on the sideline over his shoulder. super point, but when I saw that going over, I knew it wasn't going to be our day. And you know, the final whistle went, and it's a horrible feeling when you've thousands of people running past you, and you know, they're not wearing your jersey.
He talked to Mockers and Glea on 10 in the one, but you know, they go my fight figuring on Corcoran was not going to be in looked. Laochra could have shown a war for.
Agus tu gwantas gon tion chor vi ag Brian na roundy wemar omon in the bliana and te is oige a roundy video.
I suppose at the end of the day, the award and the trophy was great, but I didn't have the medal. So, and to me, it was about the All-Ireland medal.
Ach a bblion dar gian heper Brian agus chorco a grave na moon, mar joled evelchen on chlóid.
Brian Corcoran in trouble, getting away from two Clare forwards.
We went to play Clare up in Limerick in the first round, and they shocked us.
John Chaplin going for a point this time, but the tall frame of Cunningham is in there. And the
Unfortunately for the Cork team, it was a sign that it was on the decline.
I think a number of the more senior players in that Cork team retired, and they went on a rebuilding process that was to take, I suppose, to the end of the decade before it really came to fruition.
From 93 to 98 was pretty bad for Cork hurling, and it was like the annual trip to Limerick in June, being beaten by Clare, beaten by Limerick out of the championship.
It's a very good shot. It's a goal! It's a goal! It's a goal by Clare!
That was the only reason I started playing football, really, because didn't want to be hanging around doing nothing for the summer. And I think if the hurling was going better at the time, I probably never would have played football.
In I dig nach a tree round Billy Morgan, Brian Eden Pell go chluffy canish na moon, and I have brodon.
Into his place at left cornerback comes the hurling captain, the all-star of all players, Brian Corcoran.
You know, I spoke to some of the great Cork jewel players of the past, like Ray Cummins and Jimmy Barry Murphy, and you know, I suppose they encouraged me to give it a go.
He mightn't be remembered as much for football, but he should be as, again, another great jewel player that Cork produced.
A lovely piece of play.
Gus bhí sé go maith na spórta go léir, agus is tócha chunig sé seans beidir chun dul go cín sa fé.
Agus fud Brian Deschel won ille éidir nach rochint, na de cháile Cork go chluffy canish na héidir, in I dig nach a tree, and I read it.
With possession, now it's Brian Corcoran.
We started very well, and I think we were up 1-4 to a point and cruising.
There's a goal on here for Cork, and he gets it!
And Derry came back into the game, they got a goal to bring it back to 2 points, and then Anthony Davis got sent off. But the extra man proved too much for us that day.
It's going to be one of the major talking points of this final.
So it was a baptism of fire for him, you know.
Timid Brian Pelagus o maint go Cork go dín leidig na chonaim. Achas leis na homaniche a bháin chuisen sin, faoi stúr Jimmy Barry Murphy agus fúnarb rihan na múna chlí, chun down chláid.
We kind of made a promise to ourselves that if we met Clare in '99, that we wouldn't be physically found wanting. Jimmy did take a risk, there's no doubt about it. That, I mean, the average age was less than 22.
Be Corcoran and Kenrick and son agus bhí sé mar, you know, ní mar agra sé mar ahar donna daoine, but you know, Eishin and Kenrick.
Bhín rís na seolta ag Cork go héischob na cládaí bhla, agus ho Corcoran tus bontas inspiráideach an Iváni sa glufa leachanish.
Even though I was only 26, I'd been around 7 years at that stage, and I was the only one in that team who had actually played in an All-Ireland. I was the only one who had actually played in Croke Park. It was a real free-flowing game, high-scoring. I think anybody who saw it, you know, said it was one of the best games that they ever saw. I think physically I never felt better in my life than I did that day. I felt after the game that I could have played another game afterwards, which I don't think I ever felt before or after.
He was directing everything from centre back, and he got them into the final against Kilkenny.
Okay, Michael, well, the chair is about to go up. Fuiere, vi Corcoran a glyphi canish na Hayden. Kilchunye, a vi room Parisht.
It was 9 years since they'd won All-Ireland, which is a long time for Cork. So it was that, that air of expectation and hope.
Brian Corcoran, of course, the only one of the Cork team today with All-Ireland final experience. The 112th All-Ireland hurling final gets underway.
An lá sin méidir nach an é, bhí an lá bhí sé go thuúfása ar fad, ach tá heas Corcoran suas, bhí sé go húnta ar ás ar fad, ceannar cearta bheith é.
Obviously there was lots of talk about myself and John Power, centre back, centre forward, a kind of a crucial clash.
Bhí John Power éis Dr. Nash, agus fear mór láidir sé Power, anna Croga, agus tócha bhí Corcoran níos Crogaí an lá sin.
As far as I was concerned, I was going out marking somebody with Kilkenny jersey, and it didn't really care to me who it was, because I wasn't going to change my approach to the game. Going into the second half, Kilkenny started to pull away from us just a few points, and with 15 minutes to go, it didn't look good.
Bid Brian Corcoran an lá sin éisian mar defa an colún ilár na gosantóirí éisian an duine sin an buntlach agus ó Corcoran sin sa darla ag tachtar ais raibh tón in íomh de tinne.
But then the young guys started slotting over points, and all of a sudden we started to turn the tide. We eventually, with a couple of minutes to go, we got ahead. We were a point up, and you can always hear the clock ticking, and any time the ball is coming down your side of the field, it's just this mad intensity that it's almost like a panic. You just can't face them scoring, so you're willing to literally throw your life in the line to get that ball and clear it out the field. For me, it was 7 years of trying, and when that final whistle went, it was just magical.
And Jimmy Barry Murphy, as always during his playing career, is a winner. Cork have taken the title. Kilkenny will, I'm sure, feel bitterly disappointed.
Welcome back to Leeside, Lee McCarthy. We've missed you a lot.
Tríd le PC scanan a Laochra Seodraí ceol ar rinne glan dearma dortha ag tasú leis na seascaidí.
Ceolón Hartland le Paul Brady, gach dánach ar a de an TG Carriage.
The men. Yuck. The mission. Send me back to 1969 to save my partner.
Okay. How do you know my name?
Men in Black 3.
Chew new Extra Ice White Fresh Mint to help remove food and drink stains and help maintain your teeth's natural whiteness.
Eat, drink, chew. Extra.
Highlighting women's beauty for 20 years, Touche Éclat adds light, luminosity and radiance to your face. A beauty editor's favourite. Touche Éclat, the UK's #1 luxury beauty product. Discover the new celebration edition. The light belongs to Yves Saint Laurent.
Need a number nifty? Call 11850.
This ad is broadcast in Taste-O-Vision. So if you lick your television screen now, you'll be able to enjoy the cool, refreshing taste of Kopparberg's strawberry and lime. And those who are too cool to stand up, walk over and lick their TV will never know. Kopparberg, first drink refreshment.
The great tastes of America are back at McDonald's. 4 weeks, 4 burgers, 4 tastes. This week only, get a little taste of Arizona with the Arizona Nacho Grande.
I've been wearing dentures for years, but my gums have shrunk, and what I use doesn't hold them tight anymore, so they irritate my gums.
Try C-Bond. It's a thin, soft wafer that completely covers your gums, creating a cushion for all-round fit, preventing irritation and discomfort.
Now I feel comfortable with my dentures.
C-Bond holds dentures, protects gums.
Emlíon an dá bhíle bheith chorca aithúirteí bháilí chun Corcoran Vicarí chuineal. Ach bhí na blianta in Anzaí chorca a teachswas le Brian Corcoran.
I think it can wear you down mentally as much as physically, playing so many matches.
I never felt worse that day, and it wasn't physically right, and I think as a team we weren't mentally right. That day was probably the lowest point for me personally because of the way I played, and I mean Jimmy should have taken me off that day, but he didn't.
Agus iad boilte í bháilí, heastó chorca tús má bheith haca ban rábhílig sa híon, ach níor chawr na gortachaí a bhí curisteach ar bhrain lehub.
I came on in the second half, but with a broken finger, was never really going to be able to play the way I wanted to play. We ended up losing that game, and again, no back door. Season over.
Once again, it's all over.
So at that point, I just felt it wasn't worth it.
It's a huge win for the Shannonsiders. Limerick fans have come to Morgan Queen.
I was only 28. My heart wasn't in it. I'd given, my life to hurling. But I always loved it. Never wanted to do anything else. All of a sudden, I didn't love it anymore.
I rábhílig sa híon deide Brian as an ómáint ar fad. A rábhlíon an ísin agus é breanú ar chorca a caile clufa ceannis na héireann. Thosa sé cuimhnú ar héine ríist.
I remember going to the 2003 final, and obviously really gutted for the lads that they lost the game. Having spoken to the lads, I was 100% sure that Cork were going to win in 2004. And, I kind of thought to myself, maybe I should go back. It was literally an overnight decision. So I can remember going out to the garage and, picking up a hurley and finding the ball, and it, it felt kind of alien to me because it had been so long. Donald rang me one evening and said, would I be interested in going back? And I said it straight to him. I said, look, I don't want to play as a defender, so you either consider me as a forward or I don't go back.
He said, look, all right, so I'm having your rest, just fiach me kind of start course serious machine there.
The response is, of course, from the crowd because one Brian Corcoran is being introduced. What a welcome, and the former hurler of the year, who's been out of hurling, both club and county, for the last 3 years.
Agus in heidir go lá, rábhílig sa ceir, clufa leach cheannis na mún and naid limní.
I can remember I caught a ball over Ollie Moore, and I turned to strike and I fell.
Fine play by Ronan Kern. Brian Corcoran.
So I ended up on my knees, and I felt I didn't have time to get up, or he would have had me surrounded. So threw it up and hit it, and luckily it went over.
On his knees. This will be glorious. This is glorious. Corcoran has returned to the championship.
Pishin Rosa fad. Agus visa go grady. raibh nó ceartaíonn ige chun é thuirtanéis agus é chur suas in san tosa is an gansaí ar cardiac.
Just watch this. This is magic.
Bhín niscin seo gnáúir aige, bhfuil agus bín sé féin tú óna déhé agus bhí sé sin féit aige ó dhé agus just bhína lábh sin aige agus bhín ceann sin aige.
Chintin tuspanta sin áid go bhraíonn ar a bhuiin ag glufi canis na múna na fortláige. Ach a bringlóide bhí aige, craobh na héile na grúchaint, bhí sé tuite meas a chéile.
Waterford got the better of us that day, and this wasn't part of the plan. We were supposed to win the All-Ireland this year, yet we're after losing Munster, so we kind of refocused, and we all said we'd gladly accept an All-Ireland medal through the back door.
Agus is tríd an cúl doras sin a chua Corca chun áite bhainte amach sa glufi canis in Aichil chunne.
People might be surprised to hear it, but I didn't come back in 2004, 2005 for the love of the game, because I hadn't played it for 2.5 years and I hadn't really missed it. I came back to win an All-Ireland. As the first half moved along, things weren't going to plan. 32, 33 minutes of the first half went by and we really hadn't scored from play, so I remember getting a ball out by the side.
It's Brian Corcoran, great rows of approval from the Cork fans as he puts it over the bar.
It was an important point for us because it kind of steadied us a little bit. It gave us a bit of momentum going in at half-time.
Ig lehamas sa clé sin tar éis domsa mó rudí rágs mar sin has to go Corcoran cúpla rudí rág.
It was a case of we have 35 minutes to go out and show the country that we're better than Kenny.
A little shot as far as Brian Corcoran trying to take it up. He has Murphy there to help him out, and Kieran Murphy drives it over the bar. His first point of the win. And the shot is a brilliant one by McCarthy, and that's over the bar.
That feeling of you're never safe, and that was my fear at that point. I was kind of thinking, this Kilkenny team, they can do anything.
James Wyatt trying to pick it up. Brian Corcoran, the man who came back from exile. He was out for 3 years, but he's come back and looks like he's about to win another All-Ireland medal. He's the hero!
I suppose an unusual outburst of emotion for me that we have this in the bag, and it was a nice way to finish it.
An cooling sin right agus an size the crush love san agus mar sin agus bin mar there for size an filler like mas mallet an particle sun a rash. More gohanish rash ni vi crib na hen boat.
Ráhílig sa cúig, bhris Corcoran cruithin na néise a glufi lechanis na mún.
Here is Brian Corcoran bearing down on goal, and he's cracked it!
Nuair a chas na fórne a chéile ríis de glufi carú canis na héireann, bhí Brian Ray le stanga eilehhain testab.
Bhí Portláirge Gannis an cléthe, sos go dtí an pointe sin. De bhí an slitrig dul haar fáirí, nar bhéon dain si around.
Towards Joe Dean, it hops dangerously, down to Brian Corcoran, dangerous moment for Waterford, buried!
Sin an cúis greibh sé comá, because déadach sin a rudí seo dhéanamh, an rud ceart a dhéanamh ag an ómceart. Dearann siad faoin na daoine is fearr, go mín an inahin ag dul begáine níos muile, right? Agus, just rinn sé, an rud sin dánéadach sé íireachta a cabh sús agus beag mé blocáil síos déanta ar, but rud sin just cabh síos an talamh bang, clé búta.
Bhí Corca tucaí go thomláin le rách réamh sa chéile grúchaint in na Gael van Warsha.
Corcoran score ar fad helping an issue throw Corcoran Rista she's got hiantach ag Brian Corcoran sin it aus ar fad Chancing McCarthy agus sin points all in.
Personally, 2 years back in 2 All-Ireland medals it was a dream, and couldn't have gone any better.
Agus den sríochú huaid tá Conor McCarthy grúta ag Corca.
Ráhílig sa sé. Chancíntaach ag Corca an tríú ceanna sa chéile grúchaint, ach bhí Kilchunne fánach dorb sa glufi canis.
We felt confident going in against Kilkenny. We felt that we were good enough to win it, and I knew going into that game it was my last game with Cork. Whether we won 3 in a row or whether we lost, it was the end of it.
Sweep the streets I used to
But to be fair to Kilkenny, they had their homework done in our game plan, and you know, they smothered us.
Brennan's in there, bounces away from O'Sullivan, bounces around to Fogarty, he's going to go!
I can remember sitting in the field afterwards and, you know, looking around, just, you know, taking it all in. Obviously very disappointed for losing, but again, no regrets.
If you think about it, from 1992 to that year, it's an incredible career, you know, and to walk away in an Iron final, you know, it's how bad. He had so many good matches, you know, and he was relied upon. And I think the Cork players involved would, you know, so many of them would have looked up to him. When I walk beside her, I am the better man.
Bhí mé chaint leis na lads, cúpla lads ó Corcaigh trí siostrar na blianta ach an sort rud a bhí siúla chuin san tréáil. Dá mé bhí Corcoran ann agus a bhí sort presence, sort aura timpeall.
He is still remembered as one of Cork's all-time greats. His name is revered really in the city.
Down to Brian Corcoran, dangerous moment for Waterford.
Dámara go raibh tuaig sé crothú, you know, fórna mar a for fantasy team na mar sin de réad ach agus bhí Corcoran go cágur fáil éigi mart I bhur sé nó I bhur cardiú na mar sin de like so stocha, you know, beidir sé gun in na gaotha beidir cardiú leis an lé.
But he's come back and looks like he's about to win another All-Ireland medal. He's the hero!
It was ultimately what I wanted to do since I was, you know, 7, 8 years of age, and I lived my dreams and have no regrets and wouldn't have changed any of it, other than maybe beating Kilkenny in a couple of more All-Ireland finals. But